when I have nothing to do, I run to pick my phone, I run to the laptop, I run to the tab because I need something to be going on. I need the light, I need the screen, I need to not think for myself for that moment. At least when the screen is playing somebody else performance or somebody else video that I'm watching can create that absence of thought that I'm trying to avoid. The major reason is that there used to be a time wherein there was no much lot of screen time. We would go out to play as kids. Even when you go to the bus station, when you have nothing to do, you just sit and wait for the bus. Or some days you just look through your window just to do nothing. Even as kids, we used to do these things a lot. When you are tired playing with the toys, you just sit and then you look through the window and you watch the free sky, or you watch the streets, or you watch the neighbors, because like that used to create this moment of freedom, this moment of peace. But as we get older, we have faced so much things and so much difficulties in our in the stage that we try to bother us. For an example, there is this space between boredom and freedom of thought. That is where discomfort comes in. Once we try to be in that state of boredom, the discomfort that is created is that we start to think about the uncomfortable questions that we do not want to answer. We start to think about things that we have been avoiding. We start to think about things that have been playing major impact in our life. For example, we think of our career. We start to worry about the future. Why if I don't make it in the future? Why if I don't do this? So in order to avoid all of these things, we run to the phone, we run to cover up for this thing, because we try to look for something to entertain us. And sometimes it's not because we are actually looking for an entertainment, we are just looking for an escape. And one of the things we have to understand is that there is a very interesting state in boredom, or in being bored, that happens when eventually you are able to deal with that uncomfort situation and get comfortable. Your mind will wander, you will notice things, you will think out loud, like you will think things through, you have random thoughts that disappear, you focus on yourself, you have this state of mind that you are able to move from room to room without leaving the presence. And one of the best thing about being in a bold state is that you are able to get extremely creative in the zone. And you don't even need to go and download a productivity app, you don't even need to watch a video about creative. You just have this like freedom of pace, that you feel that you can do anything in that moment, because what in that moment your mind have zoned out, that you have nothing to do. Like once is this one thought your brain have set, your brain is focused on, you become extremely comfortable with yourself, that you can do anything, because there is less noise, there is less information, so there is more room to not be stimulated. And there's one of the beautiful things is that having a complete silent state can show us a lot of things, because when we stop distracting ourselves, we start to notice ourselves as well. Like we start to notice what makes us uncomfortable, and we start to notice what makes us more comfortable. We start to notice if we are actually happy or if we are not happy. We tend to realize this is like we understand now what is our state of exhaustion when we miss someone, or do we person, or we are just trying to fill the gap of being